Have you ever noticed when something truly amazing happens in the Quran, people fall into sajdah? When the magicians saw the staff of Musa devour all their illusions, they fell in sajdah. When the Christians heard the Quran recited, they fell into sajdah. When the brothers of Yusuf alayhi salam saw him, the same brother they once threw into a well, now powerful, forgiving and generous, they fell into sajdah. Even the disbelievers of Quraysh, when they heard the verses of the Quran, fell into sajdah. Why? Because sajdah happens when something amazing happens. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does something astonishing that your heart can't stay standing. And that brings us to your story. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam, the angels had their doubts. Would they spread corruption and bloodshed as those before them did? They couldn't see the wisdom. But then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala breathed the ruh, the spirit, into Adam. The divine secret entered the clay. And the moment they saw what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had done, they were amazed. فَسَجَدَ الْمَلَائِكَةُ كُلُّهُمْ أَجْمَعُونَ. Then the angels, all of them, all together fell in prostration. The number of angels in existence is beyond measure. And every single one of them, Allah emphatically states, prostrated together in unison. That sajdah wasn't about clay. It wasn't about muscles or beauty. It wasn't about your money or fame. It was about your spirit. You see, the spirit is truly special, honored, and it's who you are. When you reduce yourself to your physicality, you belittle yourself. Interestingly, Iblis, the devil, could never see past the physical. He was jealous of the spirit and refused to prostrate. When questioned by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he described, أَنَا خَيْرٌ مِّنْهُ خَلَقْتَنِي مِنْ نَارٍ وَخَلَقْتُهُ مِنْ طِينٍ. I'm better than him. You made me from fire and him from clay. To him, our entire value was reduced to the outward, to wealth, beauty, strength. He saw us as clay, mud. He could not see beyond it and judged both himself and others by it. He would not acknowledge the spirit that lays within us. Those outward differences became the seed of conflict, and they still do today. How many wars, how many divisions are born from identity differences? Even within our own community, this blindness grows. Iblis refused to acknowledge the spirit. That divine breath that gave Adam alayhi salam his light, his depth, his soul, Iblis couldn't see it. And that blindness became his downfall. You think of yourself as small, insignificant, unworthy. We judge ourselves and others by what we see. But remember this, you are that spirit. A spirit that once made every angel in existence fall to the ground in awe. That's what you carry. That's who you are. When you reduce yourself to flesh and bone, to money or status, emotions or thoughts, you belittle what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has honored. So next time you bow your head in sajdah, remember you're returning to the posture that even angels once took in amazement at what Allah subhanahu